What's up, guys? This is Jake from Gaming News of the Week. Fantastic news week. This week, holy crap, week. What's up, guys? This is Jake from Gaming News of the Week. Fantastic week. Week full of news, full of juicy goodness. Right to your earlobes from my fingertips. You hear that? That's news. Let's just get started. Alright, our first story of the day is something that time and time again that we all love just to talk about how terrible things are going, talk about the big elephant in the room, EA and Battlefront 2. Since we last talked about Battlefront 2, the hate for it and the dislike of its practices only grew over time. Recently, the game's community manager shared the perspective of the developer DICE with the fans about the current state of the game. Reddit wasn't too keen about this. It ended up being the most downvoted comment on any subreddit in history of Reddit. The number stands at nearly 677,000 as of writing this. To put this in perspective, the person with the most downvoted post previously was a guy literally asking for downvotes, and he only got 24,333. That's nearly 652,667 more downvotes. Good lord. It doesn't stop there. DICE recently did a AMA, or Ask Me Anything, on Reddit. Of course, they pulled their PR talk right out their asses. Hundreds posted questions, but majority of the night, all DICE stated was basically, we'll keep an eye on the data and make adjustments later if need be. One of the highest rated questions through the AMA was, in the number you all have run, how many hours would it take the average user to unlock all items available at release without spending additional money? To no surprise, no response was made to this question. Through the whole AMA, only 30 questions were responded to. It's just crazy to see how much backlash they are getting from everyone. People are extremely disappointed at DICE and EA for really shitting the bed on this game. What we can do now is just keep calling publishers and developers on their bullshit when it is needed. If you don't like the practices that these devs are making, speak up. Vote with your wallet and show that we aren't going to take this anymore. I just hope we aren't too late. And as of writing this today, Thursday, we actually get an update, and EA has officially pulled microtransactions, at least for the time being, from their game. This is Thursday, the game releases tomorrow, and they just pull this. Kind of fishy. It's the backlash, everything. The backlash is making them do this. Now, the only thing is that, I'm going to say a quote real quick. As we approach the worldwide launch, it's clear that many of you feel there are still challenges in the design. We've heard the concerns about potentially giving players unfair advantages, and we've heard that this is overshadowing an otherwise great game. This was never our intention. Sorry, we didn't get this right. We hear you loud and clear, so we're turning off all in-game purchases. We will now spend more time listening, adjusting, balancing, and tuning. This means that the option to purchase crystals in the game is now offline, and all progression will be earned through gameplay. The ability to purchase crystals in-game will become available at a later date, only after we've made changes to the game. We'll share more details as we work through this. Now, what everybody on Reddit, NeoGAF, Twitter, everywhere, we're concerned. It's a kind of a win, but we're concerned that they're doing this just to get people to buy the game, and then put all that microtransactions and everything of pay to win back into the game after, to a later date. So we haven't really won. We have to stick up for who we are and what we stand for. We can't just buy into this because, oh, they did a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, but they have to show that they're worth their money. If they don't keep this goodwill going and they just turn back into the shitty EA that we all know so well, that's it. It's just like, we won a battle but not the war. Especially this war, we have to win the battle. We have to not give in. Vote with your wallet. If you don't like this, do something about it. You don't have to buy the game. You don't have to pre-order the game. You can cancel your pre-orders. You can do something about this. Show them that change needs to happen. Now, to move on to another topic, but a sad one at that, Gazillion Entertainment, the guys who made Marvel Heroes, Disney is cutting their ties and shutting down the game. In news that won't make your day any better, long-running free-to-play action RPG Marvel Heroes is shutting down, and Marvel is ending its relationship with Gazillion Entertainment. In an email, a Marvel representative wrote, "We regret to inform our Marvel Hero fans that we have ended our relationship with Gazillion Entertainment, and that the Marvel Heroes game will be shutting down. We would like to sincerely thank the players who joined the Marvel Heroes community and will provide any further updates as they become available." The writing was on the wall when the developers just stopped talking about the progression in the game. They usually do weekly community updates, but at this time, missed 4 of them, plus the game's Halloween event and Thor Ragnarok movie tie-in content. Coming from Kotaku, who broke the story, Cecilia wrote, "One current and 2 former Gazillion employees confirmed to Kotaku that within a year of the game's launch, there were at least 3 rounds of layoffs. A current employee and a former employee told Kotaku that this week, several individuals who worked on the game were asked not to come into the office." Such a sad day indeed, especially with a game that you find yourself playing all the time. Well, especially with me, I loved Marvel Heroes, well, Omega. I played a lot of Omega on the PS4. Great game indeed, and totally worth your time. So sad to see it go, but it's not Marvel's fault. They're just cutting their ties. They're trying to get their video game heart back into shape, you know? They're just trying to reshape and reformat, so some people gotta get cut loose, and sad to say, Gazillion Entertainment was those people. I don't know what this means for Gazillion Entertainment. Are they gonna shut down? Are they gonna make a new game? Or try to find some different projects? Only time will tell, but I hope that they jump back on their feet as fast as possible, especially in a gaming industry that every company is just closing their doors left and right. I hope that they can prosper and find work someplace else. The Game Award nominees were announced, and to some surprise, the little game that could, PUBG, got nominated for Game of the Year. Time to pop champagne and soak in the limelight, right? Not for the creative director Brendan, player unknown Green. IGN's Tom Marks wrote, "I asked what he thought of early access games like PUBG being considered for Game of the Year awards, and he somewhat surprisingly told me, personally, I don't want to win a Game of the Year award. While I would love to win for the team, I think this year there has been far better games." Green specifically called out The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn as masterpieces of game design and storytelling. PUBG Corp CEO CH Kim said, "We're really not interested in whether they deserve awards or not, and are instead focused on bringing the best gameplay to Xbox Game Preview and the PC version. Good on them. Don't want to get big-headed about this, but all it matters is community. Focus on the community, and then your game will prosper. Don't need Game of the Year awards to make that happen. Focus on the community and do right, especially with this game as service like this. Good on you guys, PUBG Corp and Brendan." Alright guys, I got some quick news. Let's just get right into it. ARMS gets a new fighter in their 4.0 update, and his name is Misango. If you didn't know, the developer of Stardew Valley is hard at work on the multiplayer update for the game, but with the update, there will be new content for single player with it. No details yet. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire just released their backer beta today. Quick question, do you guys join crowdfunding services like Kickstarter or Figtree or any of those type of things? And if you don't, what would make you want to do it? Like a certain game, a movie, maybe something. Maybe they just, a director that just comes out of nowhere is like, yo, I'm making something, I want to get crowdfunded on it. Let's see. Leave a comment down below. Microsoft goes the way of Steam and gives the players the ability to gift games on Xbox One. Hulu finally gets added to Switch. Lastly, Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 is coming to Tekken 7. And the Ninja Turtles are coming to Injustice 2. Bungie released a bunch of info about the first expansion pack for Destiny 2, Destiny 2: The Curse of Osiris. First and foremost, Bungie isn't changing the Leviathan raid for the first expansion, although raising the power level to 300. The expansion will introduce a new kind of raid, called Raid Lair. A raid lair is a brand new 6-player raid activity, said Brendan Thorne, senior game designer at Bungie. It's an entirely new set of encounters, new puzzles, new loot, completely new places to explore. The raid lair is called Leviathan Eater of Worlds, and it's not as lengthy as the original Leviathan, basically saying that this raid lair will give you raid gear in forms of armor, weapons, cosmetic items, but not as much of a time investment. Guided games will be supported in this game mode, but the Guardians will have to be power level 310 to lead others. Power cap is rising to 330 or 335 with gear mod. Experience cap will be 25 from its 20. Next, Bungie added their first playable zone on Mercury as a revamped version of the Lighthouse. On top of that, they are bringing back Heroic Strike playlist with the new expansion. And lastly, they released the cinematic for the expansion. Now, are you guys still playing Destiny 2? It's only been, maybe like 2 or 3 months, and PC just recently got into it. Personally, this is great. Expansions like this, I personally love Destiny 2. And, actually, this weekend, you're watching this video on a Friday, I assume, or whenever you're watching this, but this weekend is Double XP weekend in Destiny 2, so please go check that out. But back on the topic, Destiny 2, personally love the game, but what do you guys think? Do you guys play the game still? Do you guys find it boring? Leave a comment down below. Something I saw on the internet, and it kind of I just don't know. Like, what?
Pikachu, why won't you get more Pokemon? It's because... What the fuck? I always want to be with you.
See? Yeah, I'm strange. I don't know. What? Lastly, something extraordinary that I saw was by this NeoGAF user, Yakuza Arc 92. He blends reality with Yakuza. In Japan, he goes to all these locations that were in Yakuza, and it's a great series. Check it out. I'll leave a link down below. It's a really cool series, and I think he deserves some notoriety, and he deserves a high five for putting on this video and this series. Check it out. He deserves way more views than this. Alright guys, that's it for me this week. Sadly, I won't be here next week due to Thanksgiving, but I'll bring back my Black Friday haul and I'll show you guys what's up. Now, remember to leave a comment down below answering any other questions, letting me know any news stories that you wanted me to talk about. Like, subscribe, check us out in the next video. I'm Jake. Peace. Somebody once told me the world was